Now then, family Lambo, I hope you're all good. Welcome back to another video on Jazza TV. Just finished my jog out here in Dubai. It's very hot, so I just do my long run and then I just walk back. Get back to my messages on a nice little walk. It's warm, evening and night, roasting hot. So yeah, good little day, brilliant week of training, brilliant week of all my work here. My sparring's gone well, it's been brilliant. No distractions, just away in camp, and we were 18 days away from a world title fight. Very excited, I cannot wait. I can't wait to bring that belt home, go to Istanbul and fight the champion, and yeah, go over there with my small team. There's a lot of people who do want to come. I've been reaching out about tickets, but it's sort of just a little bit of it. I just need to be focused right now and see if you can get the tickets. It's the promotional company is IBA, formerly I think it was AIBA. We're putting the show on, so if you wanna make your way out there to Istanbul, the fight is on the 2nd of next month. So yeah, I'll see you there. All the people who are going already, really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the sparring partners that I've been getting. The gym training with Albert been really good. Me and Albert haven't been training that long really, so yeah, things are still fresh, we're still learning, still getting to know each other. It's just our second fight together. In the first one we had 5 weeks together, but you take away a week and a half at the end after the sparring's done. It's a 3.5 week camp and we've done well on the 3.5 weeks, so we've done even more stuff together since I come out here for just the training camp. I just didn't want to take over our own because there was so much that we had to do, me and Albert. And then coming back over, getting the heads up this fight was going to happen, and then going back home for 1 week and then coming back. We've had a good 10-week camp. We couldn't pass it anymore. I was really fit because I thought the Matchroom contract they might spring a fight on me. Well, I assumed if they was going to give me a fight in that contract that they tied me into after fighting Zelfa Barry. If people don't know how it works, if you are the away fighter and you aren't under contract already and you're going to fight the away fighter, you're going on their show, they're taking all the risk. Not that they thought it would be a risk. They thought I was finished. They actually thought I was finished because they hadn't seen me fighting on telly and being inactive. But true professionals don't do that shit. They don't waste their life. They work on things and they train hard and they get better when no one's looking. In the dark, no matter what they have to do to get better, to get stronger, to get faster, all these things, fighters have to do that, and I'm one of them fighters. But sometimes promoters can take the eye off the ball and they can make certain matches which they just assume is a foregone conclusion because of hype. And if someone's got so many followers on social media, the world's a bit mad now, boxing days. I think boxing managers are different. A lot of boxing managers who go into boxing now, I'm not having a go at anyone here by the way, but a lot of boxing managers in the past was fighting men. They were boxing people and they understood the game and they understood why this happens, why that happens, why you take this fight at a certain time, why you don't take this fight at a certain time, more importantly in most cases. So a lot of managers now just say that we'll fight him because he's on the slide. Yeah, he might be on the slide, but your fighter's still not mature enough and good enough to fight him at this point. So I see that a lot these days in boxing. And promoters are the same, aren't they? Promoters, because they've got loads of followers, they assume that they know boxing, but they've never taken a smack, so they couldn't tell you what it's like on the inside of the ring. They can tell you how to promote and how to promote a show. Some promoters are really good at it. Some promoters sort of do learn that experience, but not everyone does learn that experience. Some promoters have to learn it without taking a punch, and they're really good at it. But some fighters will never know what it feels like, and some promoters will never know what it feels like. So anyway, went off on a little bit of a tangent there. So that's what happens. After I won that last fight, I was now tied into a contract. I think it was something like we have to get you to fight in 5 months, and not materialise. So they let me go, so to speak. Let me go, don't know, maybe they said that we're not going to act on the contract, but it was 5 months later, you know, so it was a bit like, that has been well and good if I got told that right away, because it wouldn't be 5 months down the line, and I'm right now in the top 10 of the world. So maybe it's a few months too late, but nonetheless, I've come out of it in a good position. It was a great opportunity for me to fight on a Matchroom show. I'll always be grateful for that opportunity, not just to Matchroom, although they weren't doing it for me. Wow, where am I going here? This is going to be a canal, this soon. This is going to be like a beach. That's going to be like water. Not like water, it will be water going through in between the apartments here where I'm living. Just going all the way through. Yeah, that's beautiful. That little detour of sound. So anyway, yeah, very grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful to be in the position that I'm in now. So now we're fighting for the world title, aren't we? And my team have put together a brilliant opportunity for me. Now, how they done it needs a pat on the back, because that weren't my doing. My doing is just the fighting. But my team have put a great opportunity in front of me. It's up to me to go and take it. But yeah, it just shows the importance of having a good team, you know, and yeah, it's something that I am very, very grateful for, because these experiences, like I said before, some promoters will never know what it's like to take a smack. Some fighters will never know what it takes to make a deal like that on the manager's side. So that's why promoters need fighters, managers need fighters, and vice versa, you know, and promoters need managers too, because we all have our own job. So yeah, I'm very, very lucky the position I'm in with my team now. So talking on the managerial front, tonight we kick off our first fight for Integrity Boxing Management. Myself and Mitchell, my partner. Mitchell's also a professional fighter. We are managing a few fighters now. We've started to do it. A few local, well, we started off as local lads, but there's we have a few lads now. So it's going well, and girls. So the first night is Joe O'Connell. Should be fighting round about now. Well, in an hour's time, I'm going to log on to the internet now and watch his link. Unfortunately, it can't be there. I would love to be there with Joe and Lee, but it's their first fight, professional debut as well, on a Black Flash show, Pat Barrett show in Liverpool, luckily enough. That's why Joe's on the card. Joe's done really well with the tickets. He's covered his costs. As people don't know, this is how it works. At the start of boxing, you have to cover your own costs to cover the opponent. You cover his travel, his transport. You have to cover all of his costs, his hotel and his purse. That's before he's even fought. Yeah, so you could do all that and then he knocks you out, and then it's like, fucking hell, I done all that, and he just came in and walked away with the money and the win. And that's just the way it is. Some fighters have to build. That's how you have to build fighters. That's how I had to build. That's how loads of fighters have to build. And it blows my mind how some people, they get it the opposite way around. They see the big fighter on the telly and they say, why is this fella making millions but this one's not? Because that takes years to get to that point where he's making a good living out of boxing. It takes years, it takes a reputation, like it does in any business where your name carries weight, and then people want to work with you because they know you're going to sell the tickets, you sell the show, and the TV revenue will come to them on the back of you, so to speak. So yeah, that's how it works. But starting off in boxing, it's a very, very humble beginning, and fighters have to do this. A lot of fighters don't even make it out of that zone because they're sick of it. They're sick of it by the time they've been doing it for 3 or 4 years before they've even had a title fight. They're just sick of the life, you know, the skins. The bear might be having a go with them. Come on, we're not making no money. We've got a baby on the way. We can't afford the rent. Understandable. He needs a job, of course he needs a job, but I've got a full-time job. Boxing is a full-time job. So that's just the way it can be. That is the reality of boxing. It's harsh. But yeah, going off on a little bit of a tangent there, but that's why I take my hat off to all fighters like myself, and I had to do the same thing. So I don't have sympathy for them, but I take my hat off for them for doing it. You know, it's just, if you're going to do it, most of the time you're starting off without a reputation, it's going to be like this. So yeah, I take my hat off to Joe. That's his journey. So please get behind Joe if you can get behind him, because this is the reality. Fighters need people support. He's a lovely lad, and he's the working class lad, and go and support him, get behind him. You have a great night. He gets his reputation built. You're all going on a journey together, and it's fantastic. Really, I've met some great people along the way, and yeah, that's just the way it is. And then next week we've got Brian Phillips He's fighting on a Matchroom card. Brian's fighting. He's been out for a while, but he's back. And yeah, he wanted to go right into a big fight. It's on a Matchroom card, so yeah, Brian has built his own reputation. Like I say there, he starts off in the smaller shows. He's gone beyond that now, and he turns down a title fight for this fight. So yeah, Brian's in a good position. He's fighting on a Matchroom card, so yeah, it's going really well for Brian too. He's in a great place. Yeah, and then we've got Shane. Shane's going to fight out here. Jamie from Grassroots Boxing has agreed to have Shane McConnell. He's going to be fighting out here. Shane's from Ireland, Waterford, and yeah, so that's the three that we're looking after so far. So yeah, went off on a bit of a managerial tangent there. I look forward to watching Joe tonight. Come on, Joe, bring it on. Yeah, but thank you, Family Ammo, for watching, and thank you for all the support. The messages went mad. I couldn't even get back to even just the comments on the never mind the inbox, the comments on the post. Now when you announced I'm fighting for the world title and stuff like that, because it came out of the blue, you had to keep it a little bit quiet until it was announced and all that. So yeah, it went a bit mad. So on social media. So very grateful for all that support. Thank you, and for the sponsors who've also come on board. A big company there, Esnan, the largest. This is where I went to get my national done, Esnan, in Istanbul, the largest dental company in the whole of Istanbul. They've come on board this fight as well. So yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 spaces more. If anyone wants to just get in touch, the email will be linked to my social media. It'll be on fast. But yeah, thank you very much, Family Ammo. Appreciate it. Thank you all, for not just them people, the people who support me all the way to not winning fights and the dark times and the lull and the long hard road, as John Fordy would say. So yeah, thank you very much, Family Ammo. You have a fantastic night.